The year is 2099. Humans have been traveling in space for 150 years. Every part of our solar system has been explored. Missions to the nearest stars are on their way. But space travel has proved hazardous for human beings. And death lurks in the hostile environments of the planets and their moons. And so, through human ingenuity, a new breed of space explorer has been perfected. These are the SIMs, 5 super intelligent machines capable of operating in the most extreme and threatening conditions. Earthlink, the mighty spaceship which carries them across the void. On board is Lander, the transfer vehicle and sanctuary while on a mission. Inside are Legs, who tackles the most dangerous terrain. Wheels, the roving scientific detective. And Hover, the rescuer and scout. This team of trailblazers acts as agents for the human race, adventuring far into the solar system and beyond. Their destination, space. In 2039, the SIMs carried out an astonishing mission, during which they discovered the extraordinary properties of a black hole, the densest form of matter in the universe. Where a black hole forms, immense amounts of matter are squeezed in a region just miles across. Around the black hole, space and time are warped by stupendous gravitational forces. Anything that approaches too near the black hole is swept along in a disk of matter. Some of this is propelled away in a jet at the speed of light, but most of it plunges into the black hole, never to escape. Supermassive black holes lurk in the hearts of many great families of stars, including our own Milky Way galaxy. Exploding stars can create black holes smaller than those at the centers of galaxies, but they are just as weird as their giant cousins. As the SIMs prepared to set out, however, it was a routine mission to Mars.
Putting scientific equipment on Mars is so routine, it's not much of a challenge anymore.
Don't speak too soon. All our missions have unexpected adventures and surprises.
You're right, Hover. This mission has already produced a mystery. That strange box which has just been brought in. What's coming aboard, Earthlink?
New data processing equipment. If we need to use it, Earth will radio the operating instructions out to us. This is our first time out with the new Theta rocket engine. It has twice the thrust of the old one.
And it uses less fuel, so it's not so expensive to run.
But it's hardly been tested. Too much cost cutting.
No time for second thoughts now. We're cleared for takeoff. Powering up. Rolling now. V1, V2, rotate. Feel that extra push.
Theta has the punch, all right. Altitude 70 miles.
A minute to go and we'll reach operating velocity.
Emergency. Propulsion failure.
We have a major malfunction. Thrust dropping off. The new engine has blown.
Legs, I confirm total failure of Theta rocket engine. combustion chamber is wrecked, and we're traveling at only 12,000 miles an hour, a lot less than escape velocity.
We're in free fall. Air friction is already beginning to slow us down. Altitude 68 miles and falling rapidly.
Full emergency landing procedure. Take control, Legs.
I've done a lot of these in the simulator, but the real thing is different. I calculate we'll need to glide 5 complete orbits of Earth before trying a landing.
Altitude 60 miles. 5 orbits with aerobraking should reduce our speed sufficiently.
But the heat shielding will get red hot.
If we overheat, the fuel will explode.
Altitude 55 miles, commencing second orbit. Heat shield temperature 200 degrees and rising fast.
It's already night back at the spaceport.
Orbit 3 commencing. Heat shield temperature 500 degrees. Cabin temperature 100 degrees.
Heat shield at the limit. 3,000 degrees with tiles burning off.
Runway at 100 miles. We'll be lucky to make it.
Final approach. Velocity 200 miles an hour.
Temperature limit exceeded.
Our fuel tanks could blow at any moment.
Going for a landing. Final approach checks at 3 miles from touchdown.
Whoa! That was a hot landing, all right. We'll be here for some weeks while the main engine is replaced and the heat shield fixed. We're up and running again. No Theta rocket this time. Back to the tried and tested Gamma rocket.
The new data processing equipment was loaded again.
And the heat shield tiles all replaced.
Rotating now. Gamma booster engaged. We're going on a direct route to Mars from Earth. It uses more fuel, but it is fail-safe.
Early in the 21st century, Mars became the prime target for space exploration and development. Permanently manned research stations on the Red Planet followed a series of advanced missions. The SIMs made enormous contributions to these pioneering ventures.
Look, that's part of the Mariner Valley down there. Our imagers zoomed in for close-ups.
Morning mist on Mars. We don't want to land in fog. No problem. We're going for a site near the Martian equator, the optimum zone for human bases.
This looks very familiar.
A real atmosphere to fly in. Let's get going with those balloons for the holographic cameras.
For several weeks, the SIMs carried out their planned research mission. In this groundbreaking work, holographic video sensors were launched on balloons to spy on Mars at close range. They provided the accurate 3D surveys needed for planning the construction of the next base. Wheels followed up the 3D imaging by sampling the area to find raw materials for building the base.
Well, that was a routine mission.
Routine means trouble-free, and we have a stack of good data to prove it.
Earth says our findings are invaluable. The site for the next manned base is agreed.
Up and away without delay.
Wait, I can't retract my landing wheels.
That's a change. It's usually wheels who get stuck. Hover, do your stuff.
Ready to oblige, as always. You've iced up. It's cold here on Mars. Zapping with the infrared laser. Try again now, Lander. That feels better. Thanks, Hover. Okay, we're clear for takeoff.
Mission accomplished. Settle down for the flight home.
So we never needed that strange data processing equipment after all.
No, but Earth has one more little job for us. I'll explain once we're underway. This is our new task. A star has exploded in the Milky Way, and we're well placed to help with additional observations.
Telescope system powering up. Clear to deploy. Hatch open. System fully extended.
The star is in the constellation of Cygnus. I'm entering the ascension and declination parameters. Lock onto it, legs. Use the X-ray detector.
One star out of the millions in our own galaxy, the Milky Way, has blown to bits. With its brightness increased a million times, it is easily seen from Earth, even in daylight.
A similar explosion happened in a nearby galaxy back in 1987. Here's the archive. The Hubble Space Telescope observed the gases blasted into space. Several years after the star blew up, rings of matter could still be seen expanding into space. I'm making a data link hookup with a radio observatory. That will increase the value of our observations.
Earthlink, bring up our data files on star explosions.
A star 10 times heavier than the Sun hits an energy crisis when it is 100 million years old and the fuel in the central powerhouse is all used up. Its core starts to collapse in on itself. Then, in less than 1 second, the center of the star implodes and its outer layers explode.
These stellar explosions are called supernovas. They're spectacular, but very rare in an individual galaxy. The one we're observing is the first in the Milky Way for 400 years.
It's 3,000 light years away, though. A safe distance, fortunately. The cloud of debris left over gives off powerful radio waves and X-rays, which are very dangerous to life.
So it could be nasty for human astronauts if one went off too near the solar system. Anything else we should know about supernovas?
Here's another one recorded in the data file. Back in the year 1054 AD, a star in the constellation Taurus exploded. Its remains are called the Crab Nebula. This is how it looks now, over 1,000 years on. Today, the glowing gases are racing away from the explosion at 1/3 the speed of light.
What happens to the part of the star that implodes?
It turns into a different kind of star. The burnt-out core could end up about 10 miles across, a ball of incredibly dense nuclear matter. Maybe a pulsar sending out radio beams like a lighthouse. But it might not stop there. It could collapse so much that no light can escape from its surface. It might become a black hole, a region in space from which nothing ever escapes.
You mean the star wreck we're observing may have made a black hole?
Very possibly.
Now that would be worth a ringside seat.
Not possible, Hover. It would take thousands of years to reach Cygnus.
Earth agrees. Time to stow the telescope and close down for the journey home. Time to power up again, everybody.
What's going on? I don't recognize the star fields, and I certainly don't recognize that.
That's because Earth changed its mind. We're now in 5039. We used our mega drive to come 3,000 light years. Welcome to the black hole. Lander, you're to explore the black hole. I'll fly to that enormous ring of matter that's swirling around it. This black hole is pulling in material from interstellar space, material that vanishes forever.
What are those flashes of light from near the black hole?
Matter exploding moments before it vanishes.
The material falling towards the black hole includes solid bodies. Hey, this one is like a giant asteroid. We're experts at using asteroids as our base.
It's that ringside seat you wanted, Hover. We can explore the black hole from there. Lander, stand by for launch.
My sensors are recording a gravity field of shattering strength. We are dangerously near to this phenomenon.
It's awesome, watching matter being sucked into that black hole, never to be seen again.
Come on, let's see what a black hole is really like. We're so far from Earth, they won't know what we're doing for thousands of years. I'm jetting off for the black hole. Millions of tons a second are draining into the black hole. The matter is going at half the speed of light. Gravity's 1,000,000 times stronger than on Earth. So strong, I'm falling at half the speed of light, too. Velocity now 2/3 light. %90 light. Time to return to lander. Firing jets. Nothing's happening. I'm plunging out of control. It's amazing. I can see the universe all speeded up. Time is running unbelievably fast. It's mega weird. My onboard clock is running normally, but everything else in the universe is running at a crazy speed.
Look how fast Hover's going.
He can't escape. Look, there's the flash from him falling in.
But his image is still visible, like the Cheshire Cat. I'm going to check that out.
Legs, your jetpack is no match for the pull of that gravity. Don't go. Legs!
I'm only a mile from the black hole. Gravity is pulling me apart. It's much higher on my feet than on my head. My super strong exterior is giving way. I'm at breaking point.
Hover and legs are both destroyed. Can we escape?
Return at once, Wheels. We must get back to Earthlink.
Coming aboard now. Secure now, lander. Get us out of here.
I'm picking up terrible vibrations. This asteroid may be about to break up.
We must try to escape.
It is breaking up. It's much too dangerous to try and take off.
You're still on an intact fragment.
But it's diving towards the black hole.
Take off, lander, and we'll try to link up.
Coming now.
Ready for docking, lander. At least I've managed to rescue you and Wheels. But legs and hover have vanished from our universe.
We're hurtling along at 50,000 miles a second already. I'm having great difficulty lining up.
Try harder. This is your only chance.
It's impossible. The stresses and accelerations are getting stronger all the time.
Velocity 53 km per second. One last attempt, lander.
Success! That was close. Now Earthlink. Mega drive to maximum. Let's fly free before the black hole sucks us in.
Maximum drive engaged. Velocity 54 km per second. Velocity 55,000 miles a second. 56,000. Lander, this is getting us nowhere. Situation hopeless. This is the end.
So the SIMs found out the hard way about black holes. Nothing can escape them once it is trapped. Earthlink slammed through the black hole horizon at the speed of light. Then once inside like hover and legs, she was crushed to oblivion. Or so it seemed.
Welcome back to reality.
Hey, Earthlink, explain what's going on.
Weren't we all finished then?
Obviously not. Has that weird box got something to do with this?
You're right, Wheels. The box contains the new virtual reality simulator. I'll explain how it works. The VRS analyzed all the observations made of the supernova. Then it ran a simulation to see what the black hole made by the supernova would be like in 3,000 years. And it calculated the effects of the gravity.
So, as I fell into the black hole, time everywhere else in the universe seemed speeded up. I saw all of the future of time.
I stretched and snapped because gravity was 1,000 times stronger at my feet than at my head.
The rock we landed on was smashed up by the same gravity that stretched legs like a piece of elastic.
And finally, even I couldn't escape. Mega Drive is powerful, but we were up against the kind of forces which shape the universe. Scary even for a machine. News just in from Earth. The X-ray data from our telescope showed a lot of detail of the new black hole, and they are pleased with the job we were sent to do on Mars.
See, Legs? I told you it wouldn't be a routine mission. None of our missions is routine.
The SIM's observations of the exploding star were extremely valuable to astronomers. Earthlink's X-ray sensors had confirmed the formation of a black hole. The data on clouds of gas blasted out by the supernova explosion were the first of their kind. And the survey work on Mars enabled construction of a new base to begin.